to the point we in here. Let's go ahead and cook. um, make sure everybody up in here. Hope everybody feeling all right. Gonna get it popping in the morning time. Talking some NBA, talking some hoops. Early. Y'all know how I do. Want to give a shout out to all of my subscribers, everybody that shows love to the channel, um, and even the ones that that went ahead, they left, not supporting your boy no more. You too. I appreciate it, man. Because we definitely need to hate around here too. Shouts out to the whole entire LDBC, Lions Den basketball as well as boxing community. Um, and salute to all of my sports heads, all of my hoop heads. Salute to everybody. But we definitely are gonna cook because last night had uh had a full roster in terms of games. Again, none of those games disappointed. I was thoroughly impressed once again. That's what I was saying yesterday. We can't sit up here and just automatically just doubt what the NBA is doing, what they bring into the table. We can't do that. You got to give it a chance. You got to see what's being uh, brought to the table. But we definitely going to cook on a couple of things. Wait for some people to get up in here, and then we'll definitely be cooking on what took place last night. Now, overall, you're gonna have some people, that are gonna really doubt what the NBA is doing. Um, something about Terry Rozier. Something happened to Terry Rozier. What up, homie?
What going on, man?
Oh, he up and at it early. We got the brother Cypress TV up in the building, fitting to cook. We'll wait for some people to get up in here, and then we'll definitely cook. Make sure y'all go sub to the brother Cypress TV,
Did you?
aka the Lust Demon,
Yes, sir.
the Lust Demon pussy, the Lust Demon pussy fiending. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
you?
Yeah. He like that. The Lust Demon pussy fiending. You know what I'm saying? That
Did you?
motherfucker wake up. wake up ready to get them hoes the morning wood.
Hey man,
Let me
did
stop.
you did you hear the breaking news?
Yeah, about Terry Rozier.
Yeah, yeah.
What? You don't like that?
Do you know who else got caught?
Huh?
I said, did you hear about who else got caught?
Yeah, I saw a boy from the Blazers.
Yeah. So what? I think he's out of there, man.
Most likely, yeah. Most likely, yeah. I couldn't look at the full story because a nigga is driving right now though. Um,
Yeah.
but
Uh,
yeah, we're gonna wait for some people to come up in here. Ooh, that background, bro. Yeah, man. Nah, what you think gonna happen?
oh no.
Shit. Uh, I don't know. What a way to start the year, though. What a way to start the NBA year. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But um, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. I know some people gonna be, they gonna come in here in just a little bit, man. But like right off the bat, you know what I'm saying? I say uh I save the best for last. You know what I'm saying? You know, to me, but the best game to me was what VJ Edgecombe did. Okay, so we'll save that. We'll
I agree.
save
I
that for
agree.
later. We'll
I
save that
agree.
for later. But right now, we gotta talk about Cypress TV Spurs, man. As y'all know, Cypress TV is a Spurs, and like I said, man, if y'all
For
catch this
sure.
video late, go ahead and hit replay. But we know what happened last night. The Spurs ended up dominating the Mavericks. 125, I think 125 to 99, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Wembyama, who I've been talking about this
Shout out to
entire, been talking about him the whole summer. I've been talking about him since last year. We had people coming up in here, Cypress, saying, "Oh, he too skinny, he too clumsy, he can't do this, he can't do that, he ain't gonna pan out, he ain't coming back from the blood clot. The Spurs are trash. Uh, he's 7'4". He can't do this and he can't do that." Came out there and straight up cooked the full Dallas Mavericks front line, which includes AD, Lively. Now they didn't have Gafford, I give them that, but they had Washington, and of course, they had Cooper Flag. He ain't play like no Cooper Flag. He play like Cooper Trash. You know what I'm saying? That's what Cypress should be calling him. You supposed to be a number 1 pick. Now I'm gonna let Cypress cook, and I'm gonna let him get on what happened last night. But you supposed to be the number 1 pick. All right, I'm gonna just let that sink in. Go ahead, Cypress. Unleash, man.
I think he just got it's his first game, man. So I think he is we gotta give the time. I This is his first game, so we
No,
gotta give the time.
no, 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 no,
but
no.
it ain't no excuse for him playing how he did. But hey, man, playing against Wemby, man. Shout out to Wemby for getting my 42.5 PRA though. But Like he wasn't supposed to come out like that, but we got a long season, so we got to see how it goes. Yo,
I'm not gonna let your ass get away. I ain't
go
gonna let you
ahead.
get away with that. Hold on, wait a minute. I got a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of clowns up here trying to cook brownie. Now, when I talk about, I'm talking about real. Uh, I'm talking about some of these clowns that don't know basketball. Okay, I'm not talking about some of the LDBC brothers that's hey man, background noise, man.
Oh, that bro playing this shit.
So, somebody got to turn that down. So, what I was listening, man, everybody up in here cooking Bronny James. Okay, well, we got to hold Cooper Flag to the same standard. He's a number one pick. Everybody up in here saying that he's gonna be there's some people saying that he's gonna be the next great white hype and uh the best thing since sliced bread and all this other shit. You come out and you got 10 points, you got 10 points, 10 rebounds, but we all know that man, that ain't coming till late in the game. That ain't coming till, garbage time. So if you're gonna sit up here and everybody gonna cook Bronny and say Bronny's trash and all this other stuff, you a number one pick. You a number one pick. BJ Edgecombe is not a number one pick. He's the number three pick, and he set records last night. He made history last night. So I don't want to hear none of that shit. And you listen. All this give it time. Ain't nobody else give anybody time. The real T, what's up with it? So what's up? We
Real,
gonna talk like
real,
grown man.
real T, what's up, nephew?
Man, what the hell? Man, what you talking about? We gonna talk like grown men? Shit, we always talk like grown men. The hell you talking about, man? Shit, I know over here we talk like grown. Like I told you, man. Hey, if you don't listen, the facts is last night we not gonna focus on one fucking person. That's what I'm saying. We not gonna focus on just a couple niggas and all that other stuff. You see what the NBA is doing right now. That's the only thing that I'm saying. And if it's the cold hard, if y'all can't handle the cold hard truth, this ain't the channel for you, man. I'm being real with you. But yes, we always talk about we grown men around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no little kids around this bitch, man. It's the LDBC. Man, ain't nobody come at you wrong. Ain't nobody come at you wrong, man. Don't come with that sensitive bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no sensitive bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, last time I checked, you got a wrench, right? You got a wrench, right? You still here? Ain't none of that sensitive bullshit. Come on, the real. You been on all these motherfucking channels right here. You done been on Cypress TV. You done been on Ticket TV. You fuck with Showtime. You fuck with Too Raw, James. All these niggas, man. We ain't about that sensitive bullshit. Nah, man. If if I was coming at you wrong, I'd have talked about your mama. If I'd have came at you wrong, man, I'd have talked about your girl. If I'd have came at you wrong, I'd have disrespected your family. Nah, this is basketball. You know how I get down. You know how I rock. See, you know how I rock. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. I let you express yourself. But the real, we got to be honest, man. I'm tired of them focusing on one nigga. We've been focusing on LeBron James for fucking 23 years. I got my nigga Cypress up in here trying to tell y'all motherfuckers about BJ Edgecombe and what does he do? He comes in that motherfucker and he dominates. That's the shit that we need to talk about. But y'all want to focus on a nigga that's 40 fucking years old, can't really move no more, on the fucking sideline, knowing damn well that's where he need to be at. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, my boy a franchise player in my opinion though.
Yeah, the real talk about we gonna talk like grown men. Nigga, we talk like this all the time, man. You know how I get down, nigga. If I didn't like your ass, trust me, Cypress know how I get down. Cypress done sat up there and asked me, man, why'd you block him? I would block your ass in a heartbeat. Nah, you my brother, man. Shit, you know how we get down. Cypress, me and Cypress, man, we don't fucking agree on a lot of things. Ticket TV, nigga, we go at it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Well, there's a lot of shit that we don't agree on, but they still my brothers at the end of the day. Come on, man. We don't do that sensitive shit around here, Cypress.
Yeah, he gonna win the Rookie of the Year, nephew. I agree with you. I've been saying that.
I hope he ain't talking about Cooper Flag.
No, that nigga talking about VJ Edgecombe.
Now, where's K Dizzle? Where's K Dizzle at? That's where I want to know, Cypress. Where the fuck is K Dizzle at? Where Kevin at?
Might be one.
Yeah, he sleep. He sleep last night. You know what I'm saying? Because Wemby put him to sleep. 40 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks. I think he had 43, matter of fact.
Well, he got my
That,
42 and a half. He got my 42 and a half PRA, so I'm proud of him.
I was so disappointed in what I saw from Dallas, man. I was so disappointed in what I saw from Dallas. AD, you know, I mean, he did what he could do. Of course, you know, he got that issue that's going on with his eye. Um, he somebody said that I think I forgot who it was. They said he's gonna have to wear goggles the rest of his career.
Who, AD?
Yeah, he's gonna have to wear goggles for the rest of his career because of the retina. You know, he had surgery on his eye.
They really had nobody on that team to defend but Gaffers.
I mean, like I'm not gonna bring up continuity. I ain't gonna bring up chemistry. They just pretty much out of sync. Cooper Flag looked like a deer in headlights. He didn't look like he knew what the fuck was going on. He didn't look like. Well, I don't want to look. Yes, do we got to get acclimated and all that bullshit? Yeah, but my whole thing is like during the preseason and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was being hyped and everything like that. DJ Edgecombe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is what I like about San Antonio. San Antonio, outside of Wemby, you got they didn't even have De'Aaron Fox. Let that sink in, Cypress. You said J Kid, some poor coaching. I'm not used to seeing that from J Kid. I'm not used to seeing that from J Kid. J Kid is known to make the necessary adjustments. Now, does he tend to fuck up sometimes? Yeah, like he did in the finals that one year when they had Luka and Kyrie. But I'm not
Mike,
used to.
salute.
What up, Mike? But like what I was saying though is Jason Kidd, I'm not used to seeing that from him. Now, this is the thing about the Spurs that's dangerous. I've been telling people, hey, you've been kind of sweeping them under the rug, and that's your squad, man. Like, listen, man, they got a whole bunch of really fast, athletic guards that can get up the floor, and more importantly, these motherfuckers can finish, right?
Yeah, the coaching trio Popovich and Larry Brown.
Well, he ain't. I mean, he's still there from a, you know, he probably doing it. You know what I mean? Uh, from his house and all that other stuff. But he still, Popovich still is his his philosophy floods that organization. But I'm gonna tell you something. The Spurs, they look like they don't look like the Spurs of old. You know what I'm saying? Like the Duncan and the and the Robinson and Ginobili and all them days and Parker days. They don't look like that. They actually play like a hybrid version of, in my opinion, they play like a hybrid version of, um, damn man, I'm trying to think. To me, they play like a hybrid version of the older, old school guy, like the Houston Rockets. Cause think about it, you got Hakeem in the middle. You got Hakeem in the middle. Then you have a whole bunch of guards that can get up the floor. Like Hakeem had Kenny Smith, Vernon Maxwell. Uh, uh, he had Bullard. They had goddamn Robert Horry. That's how they fucking play. They had a whole bunch of athletic motherfuckers that could shoot and stuff, but they could also defend. And then you got a dominant big man. And I was pleased the way he was just so aggressive. Because all the talk has been how Wemby has been getting knocked around and he too skinny. You see, he's been in the weight room, him and Chet Hogan. So you got to thank Kevin Garnett, and you got to thank what's it called, Hakeem Olajuwon, as well as some guys in the Spurs organization too.
Yeah, I think we destined for at least a top seed in the West this year.
That's it,
Possible. I want to see a championship, but hey, man, top seed night.
right? I Hey, some people are already saying the way that Wemby is playing, he could be on the verge of winning not only the MVP but as well as the Defensive Player of the Year too in the same season. I said that yesterday. I would like to see him do that. Get be along that list too to win Defensive Player of the Year and MVP in the same season. I would like to see him do that because the thing about it is with Wimby that people got to understand is that this guy is coming from a whole nother culture. He's coming from France. France is a different culture than the U.S. You know what I'm saying? And he's came over here and he's adapted pretty well. They're used to working hard and stuff like that. A lot of them people that come from overseas, they got this perception of the U.S. that we're lazy, and he's proven that to be true. Listen, look at Cooper Flag and look at the work uh, that Wimby was doing. You see who's been at work and who's not. Look at Cooper Flag and look at VJ Edgecombe. BJ Edgecombe isn't from here. I think he's from the Bahamas, right? Either the Bahamas. Yeah, he's Bahamian or Virgin Islands one. I think it's from the Bahamas, right? Right,
I,
Memphis.
I don't know for sure, but I love that kid.
Well, hey, let's talk about the Sixers. Let's talk about my squad. Yeah, that nigga don't want to talk about the Spurs. Let's talk about the Sixers. We came in, we edged out the victory, 117 to 116, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you're not. I watched that game.
BJ Edgecombe, straight cooking, 34 on him, okay? 34, 7, and 5 or something like that or whatever. But he filled up the stat sheet with doing it all. I'll get to him in a minute. Maxie, who you're not talking about, he was cooking, okay? Uh, I'm
Max is
what we
nice.
hold on, we gonna get hold on, we gonna get to that. Hold on, we gonna get to that. The real Barlow, he was cooking. Some of these other guys, because Cypress just seems to focus just on one edge comb and that's it. Nah, we got other players that was doing work out there. Okay, Oubre was out there cooking. Okay, now
About time, about time. Uber do something.
the real want to talk about Joel Embiid. Okay, look, the real. I know you expected me to come on here and cook Joel Embiid like I usually do, and Cypress want me to, but I'm not gonna do that. And let me tell you why. Joel Embiid is not in any type of shape to play basketball. You ask me what we're gonna do with Joel Embiid, they're not gonna do anything with him. Nobody's gonna take on that contract and that headache.
Yep. But don't worry, he'll be low management by Thanksgiving anyway. Yeah, I ain't gotta worry about it.
Hell yeah, he'll be ready for turkey and dressing in a couple weeks. But nah, he still got to get his legs up under him. I'm just happy that he's out there. He's on the minutes. This is the thing that you got to understand. The real Joel Embiid is on a minutes restriction. He can't be out there like that. You know what I'm saying? And there's probably gonna be some games in which he doesn't play. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of it. However, like my nigga Cypress said, and Cypress made the prediction that BJ Edgecombe is going to be the franchise player. The way that he's playing last night, I got to give Cypress his credit. That might be true. Maxie is still the leader of this team, but BJ Edgecombe was doing it all. Going to the rack, uh, finishing with ease, taking it to the teeth of the defense, pulling up with no fear. That is what Cooper Flag was supposed to do. But BJ Edgecombe was the one that was playing like a number one pick.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why Cooper. And this ain't no excuse for Cooper Flag, but I'm gonna tell you why Cooper Flag wasn't really just playing like that because man, the Spurs actually.
Okay. Um, listen, I'm not gonna give you that fully because Boston is one of the better defensive teams in the league. They actually they held the lead. They had the lead for a lot of the point of the time when they were playing the Sixers. They actually defended pretty well. You know, Joe Mazzulla actually has stepped it up on the defensive end, especially on the perimeter. Especially when we talk about Derek White, BJ Edgecombe is just has a quick first step, and he's very explosive, and he's got good intellect, and he's a team player. He's a winner. He wanted it. Cooper Flag didn't want it. If you look at Cooper Flag, he looked nervous. He was getting he had a combination of nervousness and frustration at the same time. But Cooper Flag, I got to give him the smoke, Memphis. You know why? Because Cooper Flag talks a lot of shit, man. Trust me, I know. He went to my school. He went to Duke. He talks a lot of shit, and this here's the kicker too, Cybers. Check this out. You know who he was talking shit to?
No,
The guy who you said was gonna be the franchise player of the Sixers. He was going at it with VJ Edgecombe. Go look it up. He was talking shit to VJ Edgecombe. He said VJ Edgecombe is not like that. Talking all types of shit to VJ Edgecombe. We see what happened last night, right?
yeah.
Who does he remind you of?
Hakeem.
Who?
Talking about Edcom?
Yeah.
Look, he remind me a little bit of Hakeem.
Hakeem.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hakeem Olajuwon?
Yeah, to me.
How?
I mean, how he just filling up the stat sheets, man.
Nah, man. I'm talking about as far as his play, man. He, dog. I mean, Hakeem is my starting center, but nah, man. He don't play like no goddamn Hakeem, man.
No,
I,
I'm
I
saying
think
about how he was filling up the stat sheet. That's what I'm saying.
right, but no, no. I'm talking about how he plays. Like looking at his game. You know how explosive he is, how ferocious he attacked the rim and shit. Who does he remind you of? Because he was playing in the backcourt with Maxie.
I really couldn't tell
Right.
because he can do a little everything.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. He kind of reminds me. I know Ant Man has not been. I know he hasn't been in the league but a couple years. But I see a little Ant Man in his game a little bit now because he is athletic, man. Now Anthony Edwards is way more athletic. You know what I'm saying? But I see a little bit in his game, and that motherfucker got a killer's mentality though, Memphis.
So you see a little bit of deadbeat baby dad in this man game.
Oh Lord, look. This nigga, he won't bring it. That's the new name now. Deadbeat baby daddy.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. But I like Edcom though, man.
Nah, we got a squad, man. I think we have a squad, man, that's gonna carry us for at least the next 7. I would say 6, 7 seasons, possibly.
Question though, who do y'all give up Embiid for?
You said who we giving up in beat for?
Yep.
Well, that's not happening.
I think y'all should get some picks for him. I'm gonna try to get some picks for him.
Nah, man. We listen. First off, Joel Embiid, with his contract, he dictates where he where he wants to go. That's the only thing, and it's up to the other organization uh, to really take a chance on him. Joel Embiid, man, no, this is what I'm gonna tell you, okay? And I'm willing to bet money with anybody. Nobody's gonna want to take on that headache. That's what I was telling the real, and that's what I was telling you. They're not gonna take on that type of headache. The reason is because you first off you gotta talk. Let's talk about the money. Don't nobody want to take on no contract like that. And then you taking on that contract. Guess what? You got to deal with this motherfucker that rarely stays healthy. Look, you can see clearly that his legs ain't up under him. They gotta wait for him. But look at Edgecombe coming in fresh, ready to go. Look at Maxey coming in fresh, ready to go. Look at Quentin Grimes coming in fresh, ready to go. Now we don't have Jared McCain, okay, but you know what I'm saying. When Jared McCain was healthy, he came in fresh, ready to go. Joel Embiid been doing this since he's been a rookie. Always got to pit pat, wait for him, and all this other stuff. Now look, like I said, I'm easing up on cooking him because Joel Embiid, I give him props for getting out there and playing. He played on opening night. He just got to keep playing, man. He still got to get his legs up from up under him. But like I said, Cypress, man, they're not gonna take on that contract. They're not gonna take on that headache, man.
Fast, cause he sure gonna low manage.
That's fine. If he want to do that, guess what? We got Edgecombe. We got Maxi. We got Grimes. You know what I'm saying? That's we got Barlow. We got Oubre. We got Bona. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of guys out there that's that's willing to be dedicated and work hard and play hard. I now look, the Celtics they were without Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? They were shorthanded. You know, but nevertheless, we still was able to beat them. They still had Jalen Brown, and you said Jalen Brown was the leader. You said Jalen Brown was that Finals MVP, right, sir?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But overall, man, I was pleased again with what the NBA brought to the table. Inside the NBA, they still doing their thing or whatever. I don't like I said, there's gonna be a lot of questions about the censorship, but I'm glad overall that I'm pleased about what the NBA was doing. That's all I was just saying yesterday. All I was saying is just pay attention to other stuff. Everybody want to focus on the dramaticism outside of the NBA, which is cool. But nah, man, let's get back to talking about basketball, real basketball and stuff. Outside paying attention to somebody's love life or paying attention to somebody focusing on somebody's son 24/7, 365. I got my own kids to worry about. We worried about that nigga, whether he a deadbeat baby daddy and all this other bullshit. Look,
You know, I had to get my jab. They're done. They done, man. I don't know. I didn't even pay attention to that game. I just seen Ty Lupo have been gone. They need help over there. Somebody got to be the leader of that team. It's either gonna be Jay Harden or Kawhi Leonard.
It's not gonna be either one of them. Neither one of them because they need to go in a whole nother direction, man. Like, listen, man. I thought Brooke Lopez coming over there, it would give him a little bit of a boost. I know that he's a little bit older, but like you said, Cybers, I gotta give you credit, man. It was just the preseason because he was coming out there stroking it from deep, man. Pause. And but that nigga last night, they just man, they look old, man. I mean, they the oldest team in the league, but they playing like I think they the oldest team in the league, if I'm not mistaken. And I guess you didn't pay attention to that Cleveland and New York game, huh?
A little of it, but I didn't really. I ain't really just put no stock into it.
Right.
It's a 4 game. It's a 4 game season series, so we got a minute.
I don't think Cleveland gonna go nowhere.
With Donovan Mitchell, they won't.
I'm glad we came to that. Hey, listen, I'm glad that somebody came to their senses, man, because it's like every time I mention Cleveland, the first thing they want to bring up is Donovan Mitchell. No, let's talk about Garland.
Well,
But
that's my
Garland,
favorite. That's my favorite player on the team, Garland.
yeah, but he was capping up in there talking about if it had not been for injuries and shit. He got to come with a stronger excuse than that, man.
Cleveland should have won the East last year, to be honest.
Yeah, they shoulda, woulda, coulda, but didn't. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but didn't.
That's okay, cause VJ Edgecombe them gonna win the East this year. I said it.
Well, I still got faith in my guys, the Sixers and stuff, but we also got to see what's gonna happen with Detroit. They took an L to the Bulls, so we're gonna see what takes place. But yo, we gonna go ahead. We gonna get up out of here. Sipe, you got anything before we go ahead and ride out, man? Sipe, you still there? I think something wrong with Sipe phone. if Cleveland went to the Eastern Conference Final last year, they wasn't gonna beat the Knicks. Yeah, I don't know. The Knicks didn't really play. They weren't all that together themselves either. You know, that's one reason why Tom Thibodeau gone. But somebody, I think the brother Ticket was saying last night, they still play the same way with Mike Brown. They haven't made any type of improvements. And Cat gonna be disgruntled. Watch. And you got to look out for Orlando. I don't know why people act like Orlando ain't coming back healthy. You know what I'm saying? So it remains to be seen. And for some reason, what's his name? Cypress got me looking at Charlotte too. The real. But besides that, y'all, I'm finna go ahead and ride out. We'll be back a little bit later, man. Make sure y'all go sub to the homie Cypress TV. It always goes down over there. Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. Shouts out to the whole entire LDBC, Lions Den basketball boxing community. Till then, man, I'm out.